That is what he does. And then on the other end, that's a 2-foot on the line for Jared Rhoden.
Now this kid, big upside, gotten better every single year. He's worked on his game. Known better for his middle game, but stretching it.
Yeah, Rhoden preseason, Big East first team. He had 16 points and 5 boards in the win against Michigan.
I got to use Brunk for screening too. Move Ike around, get him away from the rim.
Obiagu's such a force in there. Here's Branham, the young freshman, right on the angle. Boy, he's growing up in the first few games.
He's starting to feel confident, really high attitude, great IQ for the game as well.
Ohio Mr. Basketball, Malachi Branham, a top 30 recruit for the Buckeyes. Stop and pop, there's Rhoden again. Boy, the shots are dropping early here in Fort Myers.
Well, have you noticed all these teams are ready to play early? Goodness.
A lot of energy this tournament in its 4th year of existence. Best crowd we've had.
That's what you got to do. You're going to get clean looks. Move Ike around. Obiagu doesn't have the foot speed to counter.
Liddell, he has shown that early in the year. He can hit the mid-range. These two teams, both 3 of 4 from the floor here early. And Bill, this Seton Hall team so balanced. 7 guys average 9 or more points. Almost a turnover. Rhoden taking it in on Brunk, and Brunk commits the foul.
Both centers have a little trouble hedging, showing on that ball screen, but the ability to get to the rim, and this is earlier, this is a talented kid. That mid-range jumper, he has worked and developed unhurried. And how about big time? No show, big time delivery.
You and I talked about it when they played Xavier. Liddell said that if he's going to go to the next level, the NBA team said, we need to see your outside jump shot, and he's showcasing that early.
Absolutely, and he's worked on his ball handling too, which will really get him to that middle area. Two-time Mr. Basketball, huh? Jabari Parker, the only other guy, I think?
Yeah. Yeah, Liddell was from just outside of the St. Louis area. What a player in high school, now in the college level, as Rhoden misses the first.
I'm really amazed watching all these games this early in the year, how ready these teams are. Because they're there all summer now and in the fall. So the preparation is a lot different. The old days, October 15th, you couldn't talk to your kids, you couldn't be in the gym. And it showed.
And you think about it, too, there's a lot of older players, a lot of COVID seniors playing in their 5th, sometimes their 6th year.
Some of these guys are my age.
Or somewhere thereabouts in the ballpark.
Proximity.
Liddell, here you go again, stepping out and knocking down the 3.
That's a great matchup. Chris Holtmann taking advantage.
And E.J. Liddell already now 7 threes on the season.
And you just see a little step at Ike. Obiagu not able to counter. This is why Samuel's going to become important in this game for Seton Hall. Maybe a better matchup for a talent like EJ. This is where he's tough. You can manufacture post that nice look.
Look at that. And look at the flush by Obiagu.
Joey Brunk looked to help, snuck a peek, paid dearly.
Seems like when Richmond is on Wheeler, he feels like he's got that height advantage on the other side.
Absolutely. There's that 2-3 zone that he played in. He's great at jumping passing lanes as well. Nice handle here in the step back.
This time Liddell missing. It's only the 3rd missed shot we've had. 8 makes so far for these two teams. Slipping in Obiagu.
Good help by Brunk.
And Liddell couldn't save it.
The team's really going to their ball screen. Here's that post-up ability. Of course, drawing the attention, and Big Ike got some strength. You can't scrape those arms and come up with it. Richmond, I think, is one of the most important players for this team as he progresses. That will dictate where Seton Hall ends up this year.
You mentioned he played for Jim Boeheim at Syracuse. Inside, little contact. They're going to get Zed Key, who just checked in.
And Samuel on the floor now. Probably a better match on the other end, particularly on ball screens with Liddell. If I'm not mistaken, that was the first free throw that Rhoden missed. Was he 4 for 4?
He was 4 for 4. Boy, when he started his career, and you remember this as a freshman, he shot 57%. But last year, 83%. This is a part of his game that's really improved.
It's all about tude, as they say. Attitude, and he has the proper one. He's going to play for a long time. He's got the pink shoes on. I don't think he's going home to the Port Authority with those shoes on.
Kid from Baldwin, New York, grew up as a Knicks ball boy at Madison Square Garden. Good early action in our opener.
Wheeler can make that three. You can't give him that opportunity. Nice little cross screen.
And a block by Jared Rhoden.
Early drag screen. Got what he wants.
He and Liddell, what a matchup that is. A couple of preseason first teamers backing up, fade away, Kale misses.
I like to see him go to the rim. He's more effective.
Ran him.
Early post.
Two times in a row. This time he wins the battle.
How about the speed to get there and duck in and bang?
Boy, Malachi Branham's a pretty good passer, too.
He is. He does that high-low beautifully.
Samuel settling for a three. It almost hit the roof.
A little tough for Key. Roman deep. He's not as effective defensively.
Yeah, Key's a bigger boy at 6'8", 245, roaming around that arc for Ohio State.
Much better job defensively on this play.
Bad pass. Branham turned it over.
They got the mismatch they want in low. Now they're back.
Step back three. This one off the mark. Liddell grabs it. Ohio State down by a pair. Arns hit the three to open, hasn't shot since. Key.
Can't leave Arns alone.
Key against Yetna. Backs him down, goes to that left hand, and we're tied at 14.
Well, here's speaking about player development. This kid, a big-time factor in the low box area. He doesn't have the great size, but the girth.
And Chris Holtman says he's in much better shape this year than he was a year ago.
You can see that when he practices.
Richmond, offensive foul. They get him for pushing off. And we've got our first timeout.
Well, we got a lot of red shirts in the building, and why not to see E.J. Liddell. A little miscommunication, the ability to hit it deep, spread his charm from behind the line, and why not book him and finish big time.
Thanksgiving Day, the tradition on Fox continues when we come together for food, family, and for football. Justin Fields and the Bears. Touchdown! Take on Jared Goff and the Lions. Unbelievable! Coverage begins Thanksgiving Day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern on Fox. All part of the Fox Football Feast.
We buy so many different things online, from shoes to socks to shoe socks. Baby food, dog food, parrot food, a scarf, the scarf tube, sleeping bag, suit, huh? So why not tires? At TireRack.com, you can find, buy, then have your tires shipped to one of our trusted independent installers for safe, easy installation. Visit TireRack.com/Hankook to see the full line of Hankook tires. Hankook, driving emotion. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Still looking for that money in your home, Daryl?
Yeah, this puppy should finally do the trick.
Well, good luck. We found ours yesterday.
Let me guess, in the attic.
With Rocket Mortgage, we used our home's equity and turned it into cash.
Equity?
Yeah, you can do it on your phone.
Check your phone before you wreck your home, Daryl.
That's easy.
When you want to find money in your home, Rocket can.
Oh, that's all good, Daryl. I got a guy.
Rocket.
Lately, it's been hard to know when one day ends and the next one begins. That helps.
Know the feeling on the beaches of Fort Myers and Sanibel.
This is Next Level Chef,
a 3-story cooking arena. And these chefs will have to take down the competition at every level.
This is not next level cooking.
It was brutal.
Oh my goodness me.
Next Level Chef, a new competition series, premieres January 2nd on Fox.
The Fort Myers Tip-Off Tournament is brought to you by the beaches of Fort Myers and Sanibel. Know the feeling. 14-all with 14:02 remaining in the first half. Speaking of the beaches of Fort Myers and Sanibel, let's get the instant replay, Bill.
And the low post area is so dominant. Key, just a great understanding of how to deal with defensive maneuvering. Sets his guy up with the bounce. See the arm bar trying to prevent Samuel in the lane, but just that wide body able to protect and finish big time. He might be the key to victory.
Sophomore from Bayshore, New York. So he's very familiar with Seton Hall, though he was out on Long Island where he played his high school ball at Lutheran.
A few substitutes here. You got Michi in. You got a new backcourt for Seton Hall. Young on the floor for Ohio State.
They adjusted Seton Hall, gave him that last point as a 3, so 15-14, a shot from earlier that they went back and reviewed.
This is what I like to see. Johnson trying to penetrate a little bit. And boy, nice use of the double. He does that sidestep beautifully.
Isn't that amazing?
It's incredible how he sets it up. He disdains the two-pointers with regularity.
Well, folks, if you look at his numbers, it's pretty staggering. All he does is shoot threes. 250 of his 275 career attempts now from outside the arc. And Arns has hit both. Speaking of threes on the other side, Roden.
How about two double pumps getting rid of two defenders?
Well, you said it, Roden. What an improvement he's made from when he first stepped on campus. And that's why he's preseason all first team Big East.
Young always available too. Screens well, gets free, makes plays, offensive rebound. Nice little roll by Key.
Meacham fed him, but Key had it stripped.
Harris can nail threes.
Veer Harris, the transfer from American University in D.C. And now Samuel against Key. And Kyle Young getting in there and tying it up. Oh, and a little chippy. He and Samuel exchanging some words.
And that's what Young's all about. Anything to contribute to winning. And a good effort helping his teammate on that dribble drive. Look at this step back pump. You bite. Side saddle stroke. Boy, does he have a gorgeous delivery. There's Roden, you mentioned his ability. Look, once, twice. Woo.
And the stare down. I think he was looking at you over here, wasn't he?
I'm not so sure of that. Maybe it was you.
He's getting a breather right now. He already has 11 to lead Seton Hall. And here's Jimmy Sotos. Didn't play last game, but getting in early here.
That's a great pull-up. Didn't make it, but that's what you like to see. Get those puppies organized so that you're going to see a little guard play. Chris wants to make sure they start to get others involved, penetrate a little bit. Tough shot.
Boy, that was a tough shot. A little too much, but an offensive rebound. And a reset here with Bryce Aiken, the 6-year senior, 25 years old he turns next month.
Now, these two guards can really stretch the D with their ability to make deep shots. Look at this drive. Nice hands.
Yeah, Branham. He just looks older than a freshman, Malachi Branham out there.
And you can't let Key set up like that.
And he missed it. And he can use either hand, as we saw earlier. That time missed with a right. Aiken driving in. That was crafty.
How about that? Of course, the lift of the offense set that up. A little late on the cover by the bigs.
7 of 11 for Seton Hall, 7 of 12 for Ohio State. Young kicks out. Branham, no. Side iron.
Good check out by Kale, too.
That's the first 3 that Ohio State has missed. They made their first 3 tonight. Take it inside, blocked, and eventually Young grabs it.
They're really hugging Aiken and Harris deep. That's why their ability to get to the rim.
Here's Key again. Look at that. Going to that other shoulder.
He is really talented. Well, he's got a nice counter move. Plays with a lot of confidence. And physically more imposing than Samuel.
4 points now for Key. Coming off the bench, giving him 22 minutes a game, the sophomore.
Double screen. Samuel forgot to play. He likes that 3.
And there it is again, high arcing. This one no good. Kale again, another offensive rebound for him.
Boy, Aiken with a catch at his 3.
Well, Chris Holtmann said we need to be better defensive rebounders, but they've given up a few offensive boards early here. Extra pass in the corner. The lefty lines it up off the mark for Jackson.
Excellent defense by Ohio State.
Curious to see their rebound. They gave up 51 offensive rebounds through the first 4 games, the Buckeyes. It's really an Achilles heel, Chris Holtmann said. Soto's trying to feed, and it's knocked out of bounds by Kale. Great first half. They're letting them play. 20-19. Seton Hall by a penny. There's some good athletes out here. How about Bryce Aiken backing down Meechie Johnson? He says, I'll take that.
All right, here we go. Miller in motion. Wait, is that a baby on the field?
It looks like it, Craig.
And the defensive linemen are playing peekaboo. I've never seen anything like that before.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
That's a great moment right there.
Ref going to the rule book here.
Well, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me?
That's got to be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
America! After the past year-ish, everyone deserves something new. So, AT&T is giving everyone our best deals on every iPhone, including the iPhone 13 Pro with its amazing camera.
Like everyone that worked from home or welcomed a new family member.
There are the dogs.
Our deals are for everyone.
It's not complicated. AT&T is giving new and existing customers our best deals on every iPhone, including up to $1,000 off the Epic iPhone 13 Pro.
Dreaming of your dream home again, Beth?
I love my house, Kirk, but I'd love it even more if it was updated.
There is a way to get the home you want. Huddle up. With Rocket Mortgage, you can turn your home's equity into cash. Now the only thing that's left to do is visualize all the possibilities.
When you're ready to turn your home into your dream home, Rocket can.
Old Trapper Beefs. Last bag.
You know there's plenty for both of you.
Old Trapper, what's your beef?
We've been friends for so long, and I guess what I'm trying to say is I love... You didn't use Credible.com for your personal loan, and now you're getting nonstop spam calls.
Yeah.
It's either credible or it's not.
Credible.com.
The Fort Myers Tip-Off Tournament is presented by Rocket Mortgage. For the personalized game plan on home loans, Rocket can. Beautiful day today, a little earlier here in Fort Myers. Temperature in the 70s, sunny. That's what it is down here in Florida. Built for success. Also brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. We talked a lot about these guys early. They are the straw that stirs the proverbial drink.
And Roden off that ankle injury, didn't play the first game, sort of rounding into shape. And E.J. Liddell, I just love his attitude. An excellent offensive player. I think he really should look for more opportunities. He's that talented. What a tough matchup. Ike back on the floor. He will have Young. And Young is a great screener and can impact this game quite a bit. Get some really good open looks.
He is such a sensational fifth-year senior. Chris Holtmann says one of the best leaders that he's ever coached.
I think they have 4 captains.
Yep.
That's as many as we have in the truck.
And you mentioned, though, Chris Holtmann, he's subbing a lot here early.
Very much. Get everybody a little that's the play they love to run, that back cut off a spin.
Instead, Meechie Johnson steps out. Can't hit it. Look at Young.
That's his game.
Instead, Seton Hall carries it out of there.
Well, the way these guards can shoot, it really helps the inside people get free.
Harris, and he drew the contact on Wheeler.
And that's what happens when you're trying to defend that three-point line.
There is Chris Holtmann. Well, he's facing his old Big East foes back-to-back. When he was at Butler, he had to deal with Xavier and Seton Hall, and now he's had to face them in consecutive games. And Kevin Willard, 207 wins, 5 from second place. By the way, the man who has 154 wins at Seton Hall in 5th place is to my right, Bill Raftery.
Oh, that's bringing back some great memories and some bad ones, I might add.
Mostly good, though.
I had a ball. We had some great players, some terrific kids. I loved that university. My oldest daughter went there. My wife went there.
So
and
you were
they
there
paid me to go there.
You were there from 70 to 81, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And then I was so bad I made P.J. Colosimo look good when he walked in.
And that's hard to do.
There's the screen. Now, this is tough for Ike. Ooh, don't give up on that dribble.
Here's Sotos getting some extended minutes, and now he throws it away. Kale lays it in.
He's great at that. Terrific understanding. Being in a passing lane and the lights have gone out.
Uh-oh.
And they cancel the goal. Oh.
After Michi Johnson knocked it down. Oh, and now look at this.
I think,
you know, Bill, when he went up for that layup, it was awkward.
He may have lost his footing as he got to the rim, too.
Yep. Now he's reaching for that groin area.
This is the heart and soul of this team, really. This kid, tenacious, aggressive, competitive. Plays with that edge that you love in basketball players.
He's just been around so long, 129th game, 6 away from the Seton Hall record. They tend to him, and now they also, as you said, they tend to the lights that went out right before that Johnson jumper that, again, will not count.
There were many nights when I was coaching, I wish the lights had gone out. I assure you. This is terrible. Anytime you see a youngster. Let's see, he's getting up, which is a good sign.
Yeah, Kale, they're helping him to his feet.
Stiff. Oh, that's good. He's
that's good, jogging it off. Well, we're going to step aside for the lights out issue that we've got right now. Seton Hall by a handful at Fort Myers.
Welcome to Allstate, where we have all new lower auto rates. And savings like that will make everyone feel like an MVP. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate. Because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
Some things to get off my chest, so I'm gonna go ahead and kick this one off. Receivers, notoriously divas, we know that.
You really gonna say that as a player?
Personality doesn't make plays.
You went to Columbia?
You're smart. This is the difference between the old school and the new school. Hey, ain't where you from, it's where you at. How many footballs were on the field at one time? Carried 2, remaining 1.
Speak for yourself. Weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on FS1.
20 seconds.
5 the camera. 4, 3, 2. All right, here we go.
It's showtime.
This is my
Clock is ticking. Do your thing.
He take that drop step, he's dunking it on you.
I thought you actually had done your homework for once.
Are we gonna be clean or are we gonna be dirty? Cause I'm gonna give it back to you plus shipping and handling.
What? I will bet you all you want to bet.
I would love this.
What is happening?
How you doing? You good?
I'm really good.
Thanksgiving Day, the tradition on Fox continues when we come together for food, family, and for football.
And here we go.
It's a classic NFC North matchup as Justin Fields and the Bears
Touchdown.
take on Jared Goff and the Lions.
Unbelievable.
Celebrate this special day with the game we all love. Coverage begins Thanksgiving Day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern on Fox. All part of the Fox Football Feast.
Trying to figure out the light situation, but it's still off here. I'm blaming Bill Raftery.
Yeah,
well, what'd you do? What did you do?
I just hit a wire with my foot here. I was telling you years ago, this actually happened at Seton Hall when I was coaching prior to one of our, I think it was our first Big East game on TV. And fortunately, the priests were praying and the lights were back on just before airtime. So Dave Gavitt forgave us.
Well, hopefully the crisis can be averted soon here. We're going to step aside. When we get back, we'll toss it to studio Mike Hill and the gang. Seton Hall up 5.
The camera. 4, 3, 2. All right, here we go.
It's showtime.
He take that drop step, he's dunking it on.
I thought you actually had done your homework.
I'm gonna give it back to you, plus shipping and handling.
What? I will bet you all you want to bet.
What is happening? 20 seconds, Shane.
The camera. 4, 3, 2. All right, here we go.
It's showtime.
This is my
Clock is ticking. Do your thing.
He take that drop step, he's dunking it on you.
I thought you actually had done your homework for once.
Are we gonna be clean or are we gonna be dirty? Cause I'm gonna give it back to you, plus shipping and handling.
What? I will bet you all you want to bet.
I would love this.
What is happening?
How you doing? You good?
I'm really good.
That's incredible.
I got some things to get off my chest, so I'm gonna go ahead and kick this one off. Receivers, notoriously divas, we know that.
You really gonna say that as a player?
Personality doesn't make plays.
You went to Columbia?
They're smart. This is the difference between the old school and the new school. Hey, ain't where you from, it's where you at. How many footballs were on the field at one time? Carried 2, remain 1.
Speak for yourself. Weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on FS1.
New Cheetos Boneless Wings, exclusively at Applebee's for a limited time.
There are things in our communities that need immediate attention, both seen and unseen. Over 500,000 Americans are experiencing homelessness. But with support from Rocket Mortgage and Built for Zero, communities are responding in a new way and proving that homelessness can be solved. In their communities and in yours. Join us.
I was super nervous to have this conversation about experiencing erectile dysfunction. I didn't want her to think for a single second that it had anything to do with how much I loved her, how beautiful I think she is, because it couldn't have been further from the truth. And what started as a conversation that I was super nervous to have ended up being one that I couldn't be more grateful that we did. It just unlocked a whole new level of trust and intimacy. Just be super open, super honest, and it's gonna be an amazing conversation.
Old Trapper Beefs. Fake protein.
Guys, can we take a quick protein break? Protein City. I got my beans, my bars, my goos, my glumps, my fizz. I don't know what that one is, but you want in? I'm good, man. I think Goop was a bad choice.
Old Trapper, what's your beef?
Coming up on the Jeep Halftime Report, Texas A&M battles Wisconsin at the Maui Invitational. Las Vegas style, 12th ranked Houston is out to follow up last year's Final Four run. And preseason All-American Kofi Cockburn making his season debut for Illinois. It's all at the half. Right now, Brandon and Raph, back to you.
19-4 run for Ohio State, largest lead 38-28. Well, the Fort Myers tip-off tournament is brought to you by Roman, the digital health clinic for men. What a beautiful spot for this tournament. 4th year of its existence and a great field this year with the Pirates, Buckeyes, and then Cal and Florida later tonight. Right now, Bill, I think Ohio State really asserting its toughness on the Pirates.
You know, watching their practice, you could see the intensity, the involvement. Chris really concerned, not so much about attitude, but being in the right spot, helping your teammate. And you mentioned toughness, and right now they are the tougher of the two teams. Of course, no Cale, that edge that they need at Seton Hall. Let's see who steps up.
Yeah, he left the game, has not returned, Miles Cale.
They are right on them now. Good footwork.
Branham got in the air, drew the foul, and count the bucket for Jared Rhoden. Well, that's a senior taking a freshman to school.
Right out of timeout, a little ISO. Kevin does like to put his players in position where they can dominate a little. And just this little uptick, and Branham bites big time, take the lick, and stick it.
Rhoden, he's been the offense, 15 points now. Half of them for Seton Hall. Well, Kevin Willard, speaking of that toughness, when they won at Michigan, he said Michigan's so physical, but he said watching Ohio State on tape, we're going to need to be more physical. So we'll see how that tracks.
Absolutely. A key on the floor now. Let's see if they go zone. They're going zone. A little bit of a match.
And they get it into Zed Key.
Nice cut.
And what a pass.
How about the adjustment as well? He knew Rhoden was on the right. Little hang time, but a big fella.
Well, if you came to see the stars, Liddell and Rhoden, both of them with 16 in the first half. Jameer Harris outside. Aiken. No.
He gets his feet set. It's usually a knockdown shot.
This time leaning in. Pretty.
Tough kid. Rookie of the year in the Ivies, right? First team, 2 years.
Yep, second year as the Harvard grad transfer. Now taking advantage of that COVID year. He's a 6-year senior, Bryce Aiken. Liddell, top of the arc.
He really didn't get himself organized on that one. Contested threes are tough.
Yeah,
maybe tougher.
Maybe a little too ambitious.
Yeah. Trying to ice this.
Here's Aiken again. Trey Jackson.
They do a nice job with their hands high.
Aiken, yes, count it.
How about the little guy with the big time ticker? He's known as a three-point shooter, but the depth, the ability to put it on the deck and be creative in traffic. Boy, nothing like experience. A little split, a little hang. Whew, big time delivery.
You mentioned his time at Harvard. His issue, though, throughout the whole career has just been health.
Ankles.
Ankle injury, twice a knee injury in 2018, ended his sophomore season. But when healthy, you can see what he can help the Pirates with a lot.
They're rotating at the guard spot, trying to find the right combination for Chris.
Right now, Meechie Johnson getting it over here. Cedric Russell.
A little bit of a match now.
Boy,
it's got them confused. They're not running their action. Foul line is wide open if they so choose.
Harris from long range. No. Inside of a minute. Up and down first half.
See if they go 2 for 1.
Meechie Johnson to Young. Well, if they're going to go 2 for 1, it's going to have to come quick. Russell.
Pull the string a little bit. Nice check out. Going for 1, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you only have about 0.8 of a difference shot and game clock.
Usually a run out ball screen.
Well, after getting down 10, a good response here by Seton Hall.
This team, no quitting them.
The 21st ranked Pirates coming off that win Tuesday against Michigan. Aiken going to work. Liddell. Oh, he traveled. Yeah.
And look who was there. The big factor all have. Both ends of the floor, Liddell. Playing a little guy and dominating.
Remember, he had those 2 blocks earlier on Obiagu. He really is doing it on both ends.
Absolutely. You need guys at this level that can make some plays. He's certainly one of them. Just watch Arns if they run a little back screen.
He's at the top of the key right now, number 10. He's hit 3 threes this half for Ohio State.
Maybe throw it deep to Liddell and have a runner on the wing.
Young does throw it deep.
There it is.
Little Leitner. Liddell. Oh, he couldn't pick it up and toss it. And the first half ends with Ohio State holding a 5-point lead. Buckeyes 50% from the floor in the first 20 minutes. And the Fort Myers tip-off starting off in grand fashion. We'll head out to Los Angeles. Mike Hill and the gang after this.
Jake from State Farm. What's good?
Yo, Patrick?
Nah, fam. Just your typical sneakerhead working here for the employee discount. But speaking of deals, I heard regular guys like me are getting the Patrick price. That can't be real, right?
Listen, State Farm offers rates that fit any budget. Even yours, typical sneakerhead.
Wow, just anyone now?
Yeah.
Man, these just sold out then.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
It starts with a mother's determination to treat her baby's eczema and grows into a family business that helps thousands more. It starts with an Army vet's dream of studying the stars and grows into a new career as an astrophysicist. It starts with an engineer's desire to start over and grows into an award-winning restaurant that creates local jobs. They learned how on YouTube. What will you learn?
The future of health is not a thing that tracks your heart rate night and day, that gives you the most accurate sleep data, that tracks your heart rate during your workout, that predicts your period a month early and alerts you a week before it starts, that senses your blood oxygen levels, that knows when you might be feeling unwell, even before you do, that's water resistant up to 330 feet. The future of health is you.
Only Wendy's serves a better breakfast with a better biscuit. A hot, buttery treasure loaded with a fresh cracked egg, cheese, and sausage or bacon. And to top it off right now, they're just $1. $1? Now there's no reason to go somewhere else. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
New Cheetos Boneless Wings, exclusively at Applebee's.
An electric guitar that hits all the right notes. Extraordinary. A coffee tea alarm clock that wakes up your senses. Unreal. A QR code that lets you explore and revel in a curated selection of the world's most unique and unexpected tech, fashion, home, and adventure items. Wondrous. Open your phone's camera, scan the code, and discover all that awaits you at touchofmodern.com.
This is my wallet before, and this is my Ridge wallet.
It's smaller, lighter, and a lot more convenient than my old leather wallet.
And helps me get rid of all the junk that I've collected over the years.
The Ridge is a huge upgrade. Get your Ridge wallet at ridge.com.
When the hands that do the fixing need fixing. When the hands that do the caring need caring. That's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's for healthy feet.
Zed Key down low. Watch the drop step from the big fella. Oh, taking it strong. His Buckeyes up by 5 over Big East Seton Hall Pirates at the half. Welcome inside our LA studios, Mike Hill, the former Ohio State.
What was that?
Puberty.
You choked up on my Buckeyes?
No, just choked up over his Ohio State Buckeyes. That's Jim Jackson. Of course, that is the coach, Steve Lavin. Stars from both teams coming to play in this one. Jared Roden for Seton Hall, but it's E.J. Liddell in Ohio State with the lead. And E.J. Liddell doing it inside and out for the Buckeyes in this one.
E.J. Liddell, really emblematic of Ohio State's approach offensively. Buckeyes shooting 50% from the field, 50% from long range, and the versatility of E.J. Liddell. You see him at point-blank range, able to finish here, the bounce into the mid-range, trailing on the break, the catch and shoot, nothing but bottoms of the net. And Ohio State as we see Liddell with the finish inside as well. Very sharp offensively. Wouldn't be surprised, Jim, if we don't see Seton Hall go to a little more zone defense, especially with Miles Cale troubled.
You know what? It'd be a challenge, though, because you're trying to take the ball out of E.J. Liddell's hands, but you open up other opportunities, which we saw around the perimeter. Hence, the 6 3-pointers in the first half for Ohio State is the most that Seton Hall has given up in the game. Keep in mind, this team, Seton Hall against Fairleigh Dickinson, Yale, and Michigan, only gave up 8 made 3-point shots. Ohio State already has 6 at the half. So E.J. Liddell's presence opens things up for the shooting on the perimeter. So it's going to be interesting to see how Seton Hall corresponds to that. Also, keep in mind, Ohio State, 9 free throws. Attempts, made 8 of them. So the good balance between outside shooting, inside presence, and also getting to the free throw line.
Did you know he was finally able to celebrate his induction into the College Basketball Hall of Fame this past weekend?
Oh, that's right.
In Kansas City?
I meant to say Hall of Famer Jim Jackson, College Basketball Hall of Famer. Congratulations to the Ohio State University's finest, Jim Jackson. But will the football team be celebrating this weekend?
It's emotional week, baby. Emotional week.
Charles Woodson, a former Heisman Trophy winner, always Heisman Trophy winner, joins the Big Noon Kickoff crew at Ann Arbor for the biggest game of the year as Michigan tries to get Jim Harbaugh his first win against the Ohio State University. Are you saying he's going to choke again? Are you saying? Frank Houston was in the Final Four last season. Early on this season, they're out to prove they can do it again. Highlights coming up next.
The best things America makes are the things America makes out here. The history she writes in her clear blue skies, the legends she births on hometown fields, and the future she promises. When we made Grand Wagoneer, proudly assembled in America, we knew no object would ever rank with the best things in this country. But we believed we could make something worthy of their spirit.
We found a movement because we believe you shouldn't have to choose between a great watch and a fair price. That's why we give you both. Our watches are uniquely designed in-house at our Los Angeles headquarters. Clean, modern watches crafted with top-tier materials. Our rapidly growing movement community has decided that style shouldn't break the bank. And we agree. So join the movement now at mvmt.com.
Welcome to Allstate, where we've just lowered our auto rates. And savings like that follow you everywhere. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate. Because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
Are the stars out tonight?
Lexa, play our favorite song again.
Okay.
This man is about to buy tires on TireRack.com. Tire Rack is the leading online retailer of tires in North America and a repository of advice and expert reviews. And it's done! All that's left is to arrange for safe, easy installation at one of our independent recommended installers. Visit TireRack.com/Hankook to see the full line of Hankook tires. Hankook, driving emotion. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
This app is about to change the way you think about weather. Welcome to a new world that will blow your mind. Download now at foxweather.com.
There's never been a hotter time to sell your home. But when it comes time to get the best value, where do you start? That's where HomeLight comes in. HomeLight is the essential real estate platform used by countless sellers every year. HomeLight is here to help you at every step of your real estate journey, learning how to sell your home, finding a top listing agent, and ensuring a simple and certain closing. And best of all, HomeLight is completely free to use. Learn more today at HomeLight.com.
I'm not ready to lose my hair. Not now. But I never thought there was a real solution.
Now I use Keeps, the easiest way to keep my hair. And I can get my treatment without leaving the couch. Go to Keeps.com to learn more.
America has fallen in love with The Big Leap. Before new episodes Mondays, watch it anytime and get hooked.
Are you ready? I say, are you ready?
The Big Leap, Mondays on Fox or watch anytime on Fox Now or Hulu.
All right, pick it up, Illinois, Cincinnati. Remember Kofi Cockburn missed the first 3 games of the season due to a suspension, came back, scored the first 6 points for the Illini.
I like
Later
the 0-footers.
You do?
High percentage.
Andre Cabello, remember he had an off game last time out, 7 turnovers. Great move right there, Illinois with the lead in that one. Butler, number 12, Houston. Can Houston do it again, fellas? Final 4 runs?
You know, Kelvin Sampson is the man in charge. Can't count them out. When's he getting in the Hall of Fame?
Should be in there now. But you know how it is.
Jamal Shead, the rip. He's going to take it coast to coast.
It's too easy. I mean, Butler, once again, having problems putting the ball through the net.
20 at the half.
It's anemic.
Texas A&M, Wisconsin. How about the game by Johnny Davis? Like the Tidy Bowl man, cleaning up the flush.
Different team when he's on the floor. Two-way player, influences both the offense and defensive side of the ball.
Defense just went to offense just right. 21-9 for Johnny Davis. Badgers winning 69-58. And Creighton, Southern Illinois. Creighton out of the Big East, obviously. And Ryan Clark, Keyshawn Fezzell.
Different team, man, right? What do you think? Upside is what for Creighton?
No doubt. I think 0-footers have been the key in this game.
Yep, that's high percentage right there, 0-footers.
Like Nerf basketball.
4-point lead at the half. More college hoops action coming your way from the Fort Myers tip-off later as 23rd ranked Florida battles Cal. That is tonight at 8:30 Eastern on FS1. E.J. Liddell, he has really expanded that game, Jim Jackson.
Hey, the pros said he needed to step out, taking full advantage of it. Yeah, 3 to the head.
2 pros are Brandon and Raph. Coming up, second half.
Dreaming of your dream home again, Beth?
I love my house, Kirk, but I'd love it even more if it was updated.
There is a way to get the home you want. Huddle up. With Rocket Mortgage, you can turn your home's equity into cash. Now the only thing that's left to do is visualize all the possibilities.
When you're ready to turn your home into your dream home, Rocket can.
America! After the past year-ish, everyone deserves something new. So, AT&T is giving everyone our best deals on every iPhone, including the iPhone 13 Pro with its amazing camera. Like everyone that worked from home or welcomed a new family member.
There are the dogs.
Our deals are for everyone.
It's not complicated. AT&T is giving new and existing customers our best deals on every iPhone, including up to $1,000 off the Epic iPhone 13 Pro.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Michigan, the Ohio State University. There's games, and there's the game. Everything before this one was a warm-up. Wow! Ask Dave, ask Harbaugh. This is the only win that matters. And to top it all off, the best pregame party of the weekend. It's time to start Saturday strong.
At Fingerhut, we don't define you by your credit score. We celebrate you being you. So we offer low monthly payments on the stuff you need, things you love, and brands you trust. As you build your credit history with a Fingerhut credit account. If you're looking for the latest electronics, kitchen essentials, clothes, toys, and more, you'll find it all at Fingerhut. You do you, and we'll help build your credit at fingerhut.com.
Fingerhut credit accounts are issued by WebBank, member FDIC.
I got some things to get off my chest, so I'm gonna go ahead and kick this one off. Receivers, notoriously divas, we know that.
You really gonna say that as a player?
Personality doesn't make plays.
You went to Columbia? They're smart.
What's the difference between the old school and the new school?
Hey, ain't where you from, it's where you at.
How many many footballs were on the field at one time? Carry the 2. Remain 1.
Speak for yourself. Weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on FS1.
Guys, once you reach a certain age, the hoodie's not a good look. You gotta step up your style and get the hoodless hoodie from Skechers. It's sleek and stylish with a sophisticated look that goes with everything. The hoodless hoodie from Skechers. Style and comfort, all grown up.
The Fort Myers Tip-Off Tournament is brought to you by Applebee's new Cheetos Boneless Wings for $9.99. Intermission here in Fort Myers. A good one. Ohio State up by a handful, 40-35 as we welcome you back courtside. Good first half. Each team only 5 turnovers. Both teams shot it well, and the stars came out.
Boy, I'll say, and I thought Ohio State's defense was excellent. E.J. Liddell obviously lighting it up. Got that lead up to 10 at one point, but what a talented kid.
16 points in the first half for Liddell.
And then all good ones. A little step back here. Took advantage of that ball screen. Obiago couldn't come out. Elevates here. A pretty good defensive stop, but just in the right spot, looking to dominate and take over. And why not at this end? This is a quick, smart, clever guard. And look at him. Look who's there. Moving those puppies and dominating.
Yeah, a couple of blocks, a steal, good half for E.J. Liddell. One housekeeping item, we did get word that Miles Cale is out for the rest of the game for Seton Hall. That's a big blow.
Big. He's the edge guy, I think. Leadership qualities. There's so many little things for this team. They started to play a little bit better that last minute and a half to get back in touch a little.
They didn't specify, they just said lower body injury for Cale, but done for the game.
Tough shot.
Yeah, driving right at Brunk, no good for Richmond. It'll stay on that side.
And they are right there. A dribble drive in the right spot, Ohio State.
Both teams in good shape foul-wise, just 6 fouls per side in the first half.
Nice pump.
And then the step back, yep, left it short. Here's Jamari Wheeler.
And both teams doing a great job balancing the floor. See if they can use Brunk to do some screening now with Obiagu. A little lift creates problems.
Brunk started but did not play many minutes, just 4 in that first half. Here he is, Arns.
Right on the money.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
It is so pretty.
It is gorgeous. The fluidity, the rotation, the preparation.
He is a perfect 4 of 4 from outside the arc. The other time he shot a 3, got fouled and hit 2 of 3 at the line. Stop and pop at the elbow, short again from Richmond. Boy, Liddell being harassed by Richmond, but no foul. Malachi Branham.
He's got what he wants there. They give it back to him.
Here it is, baseline. Oh, Obiagu recovered.
Didn't give up on it.
Maybe he didn't have what he wanted. No. 2 blocks now for Obiagu. Billy now has 198 in his career between Florida State and Seton Hall.
Yeah, Arns with that denial got caught a little bit. The ability defensively to negate opportunities. Obiagu does not give up on this play. Just such a force at the rim as he was in the Michigan game. But just a nice little job getting in position. See Arns comes over, does an excellent job in preparation. Little screen by Brunk, and why not? Southpaw, money, honey.
14 points for Arns. Wheeler tapped that out, the little guy. And here he is in transition.
Nice cut.
Wow, what a find. Liddell knows what to do with it.
Secondary break. Good acknowledgement early. Well, he can run the floor.
And Wheeler with a good pass, 3 assists for him now. There's a foul.
On the pass.
Let's just listen to that last dunk by Liddell. Yep. I didn't know people raised the roof anymore, but he raised the roof.
Sure, Louis Contesecchi used to say, leave the chandeliers. The big fella, looming large.
18 points already.
Well, he looks like he wants this team on his shoulders, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's really, and we talked about the complete part of his game, but the aggressiveness of Liddell. He's got that look in his eye, like, give me the ball.
It's a different mentality, really, than the earlier games that I watched. They got away with one with Akron with Keys follow-up. This is the Ohio State team we're accustomed to.
Yeah, the win over Akron in the opener, then Niagara and Bowling Green before the loss against Xavier. That got him to the 3-1 record, but the loss at Xavier dropped him out of the top 25. And Seton Hall, with a win at Michigan, got into the top 25 this week.
Little horns look, pretty good defense early.
Branham, he stepped on the baseline. That's just the 6th Buckeye turnover.
Yeah, they have been solid. Branham gets a little bit of blow.
We'll also see the number 23 team in the country next. Florida taking on Cal. They entered the rankings this week with a win against Florida State.
How about Seton Hall? 21. Goodness, and UConn right up there with him. And Xavier, what a great, when you were there, the building was electric, right?
It was electric. We were there in spirit. And the pass.
Well, they are extending the D on these shooters.
Aiken gives it out. Here's Jameer Harris. Been quiet so far tonight. They're making a little noise there. He'll head to the line.
They're being forced to drive, and they haven't been able to benefit. Tough twos is what Ohio State's willing to give up. They're not going to let them have the threes, run them off the line. Force Harris, who's a very deft shooter from deep.
Well, speaking of that game at Xavier, Ohio State losing that one to drop 3-1, but that win for Seton Hall at Michigan, and I know Michigan had another loss this week by 18, so maybe it takes a little rose off of it, but that was a gutsy win. They were down 11 in that contest.
It's unbelievable. If people thinking it was over, and they are a tough-minded team. There's Kevin is a keeper on that sideline. He's done a great job with this program. Got great size. He's got the shooters outside, something they didn't really have last year.
Yeah, over 200 wins for Kevin Willard in his 12th season, and they're back within 7 here against the Buckeyes.
Of course, trained by Ralph. His dad is a lifer as a coach, and of course, Rick Pitino.
And Ralph, who is here tonight in the building. Liddell against Obiagu, and they're going to get Obiagu for the foul.
A little head and shoulder move. Boy, showing his ability on the baseline, too. He's brought his game outside with the dribble drive, running the floor, and right here trying to elevate a little bit, drew the attention of the big fella.
You know, Liddell, he's not all that big, especially next to Obiagu. I mean, he's 6'7", 240. Obiagu 7'2", 265.
He is a stud. And so is this kid. A ton of scouts here, by the way. Saw a lot of them at the hotel. He is the center of attention, I assure you. Whatever they asked him, he has done. Worked on that game deep, bounce.
He's hit the 2 threes, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks. This would put him at 20. And he gets there.
Clark Kellogg is in the building.
All the dignitaries.
Right. A stat stuffer. It's one of his lines, right? He'd fill it up, all the columns, yep. What a great human being, too.
Liddell's going to get a breather here with just inside of 17 to play.
Look at the show by Key. He is in better shape.
Yeah, Chris Holman really was adamant about that. Now the steal by Arns. Here goes Wheeler.
Nice pass.
Somehow fit that into Key. Oh, Obiagu again, his 3rd block.
By the way, Arns really playing great defense.
How about this? 5 feet behind the arc.
That's why you got to get up on him, chest to chest, belly to belly.
He needed it. He had missed his first 4 shots. And the Seton Hall faithful that have made the trek making some noise.
Trying to post up Young.
Over the top. He sees Obiagu and finds Key.
Goodness, what a breakdown. Sneaking a peek. Beautiful look.
How about that awareness? Kyle Young.
Knows the game. Point forward.
49-41 Buckeyes.
Automatic switch here.
Roden step back.
Tough shot. Yeah. Young right there with the challenge.
Yeah, you can't fool Young too often.
No.
Ohio State still shooting over 50%. Seton Hall's cooled to 36%.
They can use key to screen with Obiagu. Open jumper.
And he'll take it.
Nice job. He does that very well. Fakes the screen, slips, gets prepared.
And timeout taken by Seton Hall as Ohio State has opened up their largest lead.
Young, clever with that maneuver, but how about down on the box, the ability to find people, a great dive to the tin by the big fella. Send it in, send, on key.
Thanksgiving weekend. Set the table for an epic feast as Fox serves up 4 straight days stuffed full of football. The Fox Football Feast begins Thanksgiving Day on Fox. Brought to you by Peloton. When your workout's a joy, it's a joy to work out.
Our house seemed like a dream come true. Great character, great neighborhood.
Until Mrs. Cashman started feeding the neighborhood cats.
All the cats.
We need to move right now.
With Rocket Mortgage, we can adjust our home loan options in real time.
Customize our monthly payment, down payment, and closing costs.
Please?
And no cats.
It was a catastrophe.
Just no.
When you need control over your home loan, Rocket can.
My sons know what you did in the dark. So light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up, I'm on fire. So light 'em up.
Ever wanted the sensation like you're floating on air? You can with Skechers' new Glide Step footwear. Feels like you're floating as our Aero Comfort outsoles give you a pillowy soft landing, then propel you forward. Plus, they have Skechers' exclusive air-cooled memory foam. Try Skechers' new Glide Step.
Old Trapper Beefs. Tough snacks.
Out here, nothing comes easy. That's why you gotta be tough. My truck, it's tough. My crew, definitely tough. But Old Trapper taught me the value of tenderness.
Old Trapper. What's your beef?
Oh, it's a puppy.
Buckeyes, young and old, enjoying an 11-point lead, largest of the game. As we take a look at the all-time starting 5, brought to you by Roman. And for this, we have to go on a trip down memory lane. The starting 5 for the 1960 championship
How about
team.
that group? Roberts, Knowles, Siegfried, Havlicek, and Lucas. I remember that team. Fred Taylor, the coach, Hall of Famer. And I guess Bob Knight didn't make the cut.
I was going to say, where's he?
He's behind Taylor, second guessing him, probably. Of course, Bob, a legend in our great game. What he was able to do at Indiana and Army. Our best to him as well.
Yep, he was on that team. What a team that was. 15 minutes remaining here, and Seton Hall in a bit of a hole. This is the number they trailed Michigan by in Ann Arbor when they came back to win it.
They ran a nice set at it. Look at good defense again, but what a counter by Samuel. And he can bring Key out a little bit. He's got a little dribble in his game as well.
Every time he shoots it, you feel like it might hit the ceiling. Samuel with his second bucket. He's got 5.
Wheeler's somewhat the same, too, with his delivery. There's that little fake screen and slide by Young. He does so well.
This is another unique lineup for Chris Holtmann. We haven't seen this one yet tonight. Jimmy Sotos, the Bucknell transfer. Finding Young. Young in some trouble. Has somehow flipped it up and in.
I can see if it's a shot clock violation.
They're going to go look at this. Seton Hall, they thought that he traveled.
Well, he is a tough kid, isn't he?
He just took another whack to the face there. You see the cotton already in the left nostril from the nosebleed.
They run out of bandages with this kid. No question about it. He gets caught in traffic here. He really wants to give it the key, but it gets closed up on him. I think it's good.
I think it's good too.
Yeah. Close, but good.
So they'll take a peek again. Our crew, Terry Weimer, Wally Rattecki, Lee Cassell on the whistle.
Boy, they got to be ready early now.
Yeah.
Kids are so well prepared to play. Leave it all out there.
Kyle Young with 9 points, if that counts, along with 5 rebounds. And you think about this, Bill, I mean, Ohio State's missing a couple key pieces. Justice Suing is still out with an injury. Seth Towns, the Harvard transfer, they're hoping to get him back by mid-December. And Eugene Brown, who gave him 8 rebounds at Xavier, he's out tonight.
Right. Because Towns was a teammate of Aikens at Harvard, and they were roommates. I think they're going to score it. Yeah, they'll score it. They had to score it first, say it was good, and then look.
So yeah, you see in the back there, there's still one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's good.
And a quick decision rendered. I know you got a busy social schedule coming up later in the evening.
Well, after the Cal-Florida game, you know, you and I have to wind down with a libation, right?
They have nice lemonade at the hotel.
But with those guys that might come back for Ohio State, I mean, when you get Towns back, he brings another element with a shooting guy just like Arns. And Ohio State, even though they're not at full strength, they're enjoying the lead. If the bucket counts, they're back up 11 here in Fort Myers. We'll be back in a moment.
At Fisher Investments, our clients know we have their backs.
How do your clients know that?
Because as a fiduciary, it's our responsibility to always put clients first.
So you do it because you have to?
No, we do it because it's the right thing to do. We help clients enjoy a comfortable retirement.
Sounds like a big responsibility.
One that we don't take lightly. It's why our fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. Fisher Investments is clearly different.
The best things America makes are the things America makes out here. The history she writes in her clear blue skies, the legends she births on hometown fields, and the future she promises. When we made Grand Wagoneer, proudly assembled in America, we knew no object would ever rank with the best things in this country. But we believed we could make something worthy of their spirit.
It's everything I wished for.
I told you she'd love her new 5G phone from Cricket.
I see that.
It's everything you wished for, including the price.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Get all your breakfast faves like a sausage McMuffin for just a few bucks. Only on the McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu.
We found a movement because we believe you shouldn't have to choose between a great watch and a fair price. Our watches are uniquely designed, in-house, clean, modern watches, crafted with top-tier materials. Join the movement now at mvmt.com.
The Fort Myers Tip-Off Tournament is brought to you by the beaches of Fort Myers and Sanibel. Know the feeling. And it's a good one, I can tell you. It was beautiful today down here. This team's enjoying it. They got in a couple of days ago, got practice yesterday. Now here we roll tonight. Did you get on the beach today?
I forgot my lotion. I had to stay in.
Buckeyes by 11, driving inside, and Young picks up the foul. Roden returns to the line.
Well, you can see his speed there. Young in a stance and the blow by. Very quick first step.
Roden's been quieter this half. He had 16 in the first half, just 1 point so far in the second.
Watching those workouts, though, I thought Chris Holman had his guys finely tuned. We all know what a heck of a coach he is, but they look ready to go mentally, physically, and defensively, just so aggressive.
Well, we talked about it, but at Xavier, they struggled in the paint, -10. He said, I really felt like Xavier took the physicality to us. Well, tonight they're +6 in the paint. They've been more physical. 2 free throws by Roden.
Liddell back on the floor. He's got to get touches.
Liddell has 20. Michi Johnson driving, stopping on a dime.
I like that, though. A piece of the lane.
Jimmy Sotos.
Mismatch.
Here it is.
Nice switch by Samuel.
So now Liddell leaning in. Still got it.
Phil's tough. He's so strong, he can take a lick and deliver.
It's been an efficient 22 as well. He's 8 of 13 from the floor, 4 of 4 at the charity stripe.
Weave, ball screen, back screen. Really, they're ready for it, though.
Tyrese Samuel.
He can bounce. Young with the giveaway.
Foul on Young.
Yeah, Young looking for the foul, but this is the power and ability to sustain even after you get that little bit of a bump. Takes away your leverage, but soft, feathery delivery.
22 for number 32. Again, Xavier mentioned those 8 blocks. And he's got 2 of those tonight as well, doing it all.
Back screen pop. Well, they have been scouted well.
Jameer Harris, no, but the putback, yes, for Jackson.
Lumen large on the offside.
He had not scored. He was 0-1 from the floor. That's quite a way to enter the scoring column.
Now, this is big responsibility on this end with Liddell.
Seton Hall, can they get stops on this end to try to chip into this deficit?
Nice help by Roden.
Yeah, that helps. Roden stopping, popping. Whoa! Flying Samuel puts it in.
How about him running the floor?
Here come the Pirates.
This is where you need your guards to get set, take over, run your action.
Here is one of the guards.
How about that?
Burying a 3, Michi Johnson. And after the make, Chris Holtman is actually going to take the timeout.
Yeah, I don't think he liked the defensive rendering the last couple of trips, but Michi, some depth on that delivery. If he mixes his game up, they may have a guy at that point guard position, but the other end, a really good understanding of help side defense. And once you get down, Roden delivers big time.
And Doug.
Superpowers from a spider bite. I could use some help showing the world how Liberty Mutual customizes their car insurance, so they only pay for what they need. Did it work? Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Spider-Man No Way Home in theaters December 17th.
Take advantage of Lowe's Black Friday deals early. Full of savings to make the season twice as nice and twice as merry. Buy online and pick up in store today.
These little cups would make great stocking stuffers. But how about right now in your mouth stuffers? Happy holidays to your mouth. Not sorry. Reese's.
Can you ever get enough of every big game, every big team? Absolutely not. Because it's all love, and it's always big. Big Ten basketball, all season long on Big Ten Network. This is big.
At touchofmodern.com, we always surprise, excite, inspire. So scan the QR code to discover a constantly changing collection of products that are never ordinary, never mundane, and never in a million years what you'd expect to see or imagine you'd ever have. Here's to the thrill of discovering the next exceptional and unexpected product. Check it all out at touchofmodern.com.
When the hands that do the fixing need fixing. When the hands that do the caring need caring. That's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's Lip Repair.
This is my wallet before, and
And this is my Ridge wallet.
It's smaller, lighter, and a lot more convenient than my old leather wallet.
And helps me get rid of all the junk that I've collected over the years.
The Ridge is a huge upgrade. Get your Ridge wallet at ridge.com.
Play of the game brought to you by Old Trapper. No surprise, E.J. Liddell.
Well, the way he ran the floor from the backcourt to the rim, a great acknowledgement on the look. And so far, I think the guard play has been terrific for Ohio State. A lot of good decisions, not forcing the issue, and just getting the big fella involved.
Chris Holtmann, though, took the timeout. You pointed out that he maybe wasn't happy with some things on the other end. One stat where Seton Hall's dominating 10-2 on the offensive glass, Bill.
You really got to stick a body. First half, I thought they were excellent on the end of the floor, Ohio State, but a little slippage. Chris has got the retention, though. They have been solid.
Faced Seton Hall 6 times in his 3 years at Butler. Actually won 5 of those, the first 5 before dropping the last one in his final season before leaving Indianapolis to head east on I-70 to Columbus. Now in his 5th year, Chris Holtmann.
Following Thad and just keeping the program at such a high level.
90-45 his record since taking over the position.
Look at him over there chatting with Terry, trying to get a little influence going.
Kadari Richmond with those flashy shoes. Samuel down the lane, dropping it off. No, Jackson thought he was fouled, but he does save the possession.
Well, pretty good reaction. I tell you, Orange is really doing an excellent job containing the bounce.
Richmond and Liddell kicks it out. Here's Jackson from deep. No, in and out. Still the only bucket Trey Jackson has was that dunk earlier.
And this is the end. He's got to pay attention.
Yeah, because he's guarding this fella.
Nice help again on the double. They got a little nickel dimer on Richmond helping.
They did. Quick whistle. That's the second on the sophomore transfer. But you see what they want to do to disrupt Liddell with that help side.
No question. Saw earlier they were able to do it. Just be careful your back screen lob here. The duck in.
Johnson catches, rips. 2 free throws.
Really initiated the contact too. Once again, getting in that lane, causing some damage.
I think they like that mismatch, him against the smaller Bryce Aiken.
They do. Elevates a little bit.
Meechie Johnson. His dad, Meechie Sr., grew up with LeBron James. LeBron, although he's not technically his nephew, he calls Meechie Johnson nephew. Talks to him regularly.
He must get some nice gifts during the
holidays. Yeah, you would think
huh?
so, right?
I would hope so. Spread the wealth a little bit.
That's when you really want to be LeBron's nephew.
He may be a little lighter in the pocket, though, after being ejected the other night.
Yeah. I think he can still afford a couple of gifts, so what do you think?
He may be able to reach back.
Meanwhile, Meechie Johnson Jr. knocks them both down at the line. He's got 5.
I think the guards we mentioned earlier have just been solid. They don't have to do a whole lot, particularly with the guy Liddell on in the lineup.
Seton Hall can't seem to get over the hump. They've been within 8-7, but they can't make a real run here in the second half.
A nice play.
Wheeler.
Oh, goodness.
Knocking over his coach.
Chris bounces back fast.
Chris played in his day at Taylor.
Yeah, exactly. He and John Gross. But just a nice job defensively by Key. Look at the footwork. He couldn't do this last year. Of course, Wheeler gets the strip, but it was Key who fanned him out. And a little takedown. I said, I told you to get it to Liddell.
Jamari Wheeler, 2-time Big Ten All-Defensive Team during his time at Penn State. He can D up.
He can steals and ooh, look at this. A little chippy, as we said earlier.
Yeah, he and Aiken have been exchanging some words. It got a little heated there.
Now, every trip. The toughness on both teams.
Jamari Wheeler just became the first player to pick up 3 fouls. Richmond.
He's good in the lane.
What a spin.
Everything but.
Got to finish it. Now Liddell. Good pass to the corner. Johnson. No.
Those corner jumpers are fast break starters when you don't knock them down.
Roden. Orange falls, and there's the first field goal this half.
A flop, too.
Yeah, they get Orange for a flop warning.
Tell you what, that was a gorgeous maneuver. Full speed with the push and the spin. Pink shoes and all. Ooh, a little kiss. Bang. Big time. He wants one.
Saying and one, saying he got hit and flexing that bicep. He now has 21 points, Jared Roden. So the flop warning, if there's 2 of those.
Class B, right,
yeah,
technical.
Then you shoot a free throw.
Right.
Here's Arns.
A sidestep again.
Wow, a rare miss.
Take him out, Chris.
Get him out of there. Now he's 4 of 5 from deep. Attacking the rim, and Bryce Aiken drawing the foul on E.J. Liddell, showing no fear.
I think that's all Wheeler's fault. Aiken now trying to prove his point, even though Wheeler wasn't involved in that particular play. Saying, you know what, I can put it on the deck and challenge the bigs. And right here, Liddell, he felt it was pretty clean. I agree with him, too.
I don't know what more he could have done. He was just kind of backing out of the way.
Sure did.
First foul on Liddell. That's the good news for Ohio State.
How about the speed of these kids? Aiken getting by Wheeler, who's impossible defensively.
Yeah, those 2 guys are about as speedy as you'll see in the college game this year. And Bryce Aiken, I noted earlier he's a 6-year senior. He'll be 25 next month. Is now they're
mad at Aiken, by the way, because he shot the free throw. They weren't ready.
They weren't ready for it.
Well, they gave him the ball.
But his 25, when he turns 25, he'll be the 6th oldest Division I player. That's with this COVID guys coming back. A lot of experience.
Teams have gotten older quickly. It's also hurt the high school recruiting somewhat. Them guys fall through the cracks.
Well, it's been a good one. 10 minutes to play. Buckeyes by 8. Beachy Johnson, he got held. Foul on the floor against Richmond. That's his 3rd.
Okay, you mentioned Chippy earlier. They are really getting in one another's way, in their chest. Beating Michigan got Ohio State's attention too, I think, don't you?
Absolutely.
Listen, we got to put our best out there if we're going to compete against the Hall.
Yeah, because Seton Hall didn't have a great year last year, coming off those 4 straight NCAA tournaments. There's a foul.
He does that well, doesn't he? Just a little suction.
Got Jackson off his feet.
He's got to give a little ground and go up straight.
But yeah, I think Seton Hall was one of those teams that not many people knew what to expect. They blew away Fairleigh Dickinson. They blew away Yale. And then the Michigan game kind of got everybody's attention.
Absolutely. Now in the rankings. And Kevin, year in and year out, though, he gets teams to raise their level of play. He's a great teacher fundamentally. Player development is a skill he's had since he was a youngster at Louisville and up in Boston as well.
It's been a good start for the Big East. 4 top 25 wins already you see there on your screen, including that win in Ann Arbor.
Tough match here for Arns. Off the bounce in particular.
Jackson
Roden
sizing up Liddell. So Liddell picks up another, but again, he's not in foul trouble. That's just his 2nd.
He moved his feet well, and Key as well. And doing really a nice job.
We talked about Key being in better shape this year. I asked Chris Holtman, I said, who's made the biggest jump from last year? He said, it's probably not only Zed Key, but E.J. Liddell. He said, it's pretty good when your best player makes the biggest improvement in the offseason.
His haberdasher has a problem. He's lost a little of his derriere. He still sticks people and begs great in that lane with his duck in, but he's got a little flatness that he didn't have in the past.
So he went from what, a size 38 maybe down to a 36? What we?
He gives you everything, though.
Yeah, sure does. Well, here you go again. Seton Hall's got it back down to single digits, but they can't seem to get that stop to get it closer than 9 or 8.
Extending the floor here.
Oh, had it knocked out. Who's it off of? Ooh, they're going to say Aiken hit it. Those two are fun to watch.
Yeah, they are. They only had one official, so they couldn't turn to another who may have had a better position. Look at the little trap here.
Wheeler able to get out of it. Liddell.
What a quickness to react. Ike doesn't have to go out there.
Block. Well, Richmond started to fall, and he's going to get tagged for the personal. And that is the 4th on Kadari Richmond.
Well, when you close out on these quick kids, boy, you are in a danger area. The ability to turn and beat you.
So Richmond, he had a quiet night. You mentioned how key he is. Syracuse transferred just 2 points, 1 of 7 from the field.
Yeah, he's the guy that's going to be running the show as the year progresses. So I think getting comfortable is important for him.
Yeah, so they bring in Jameer Harris, another transfer from American University. Inside, here's Key. He loves to go to that hook. Instead, yeah, he traveled.
And that's because of Ike, too. Little body pressure.
It's hard not to know the presence of Ike Obiagu when you catch that ball in the lane.
He's a gentle giant, too, they tell me. Just a wonderful personality.
Kevin Willard said he's probably too nice at times.
Could be. Well, Kevin's not too nice at times, I'll tell you that.
He's trying to instill some of that Jersey toughness in him.
Boy, that's a break. Young was ready. I think they got a small change on Arns. Did they give it to Young? No, they gave it to Arns.
Gave it to Arns, yeah. In the first half, we only had 12 fouls combined, but now they're starting to pick up.
Well, the refs get paid by the whistle.
Yes,
you know that.
especially in the second half, right?
Well, it is being competitive, too. Just trying to make sure they control the game.
Roden now has 22. He and Liddell, they've been the story.
Both teams have become deeper. They're not afraid to go to their bench.
Neither team has a guy, and it's early, but neither team has a guy averaging over 28 minutes a game. You know, usually you at least have a floor general with 32, 33.
But at this pace, you probably need a bench.
Yeah. All right, Seton Hall back within 7 again.
Watch out for Young. Oh, goodness, you can't leave him alone.
Boy, they dodged a bullet, didn't they?
I think he was surprised. He doesn't get that free in the Big Ten, I'll tell you that. They know him.
Aiken down the lane.
Wow, I
thought he traveled too, but they say the bucket's good.
He was trying to do a Euro, and I think he got jumbled up. It gets a break here. Again, they're forcing him to put it on the deck. Let's check the footwork. Wow.
And the closest that Seton Hall has been here in the second half. You know, one of the points of emphasis for officials this year is being a little looser on the traveling call.
But it's usually the step back part they're talking about, right?
Yep. 3-point play, 4-point game.
Boy, he's showing a big-time ticker. They got what they want. Ooh.
They didn't get it to him.
He's right there.
He's calling for it.
Nobody coming to help either. He can just elevate.
He does. He thought he got hit on the arm, no call.
A technical on Chris
Holman.
Now here's what's wrong about that technical. Seton Hall has a fast break. You wait. If you're going to nail him, don't take it away from the opponent.
Wally Ratecki teed up Chris Holtman immediately after Seton Hall ran the other direction.
See, the tough part about that technical, he may have been right in both cases. A walk at the one end, and Liddell may have gotten hit at the other end.
There it is.
Right there, yeah, and all of a sudden, they got a wingman, you got Roden, oh goodness.
And through all of this, we got a media timeout. We need it. Both teams, go to your benches. Take a breather.
It felt like we were on an island this past year.
This is more like it. Know the feeling on the beaches of Fort Myers and Sanibel.
I was super nervous to have this conversation about experiencing erectile dysfunction. I didn't want her to think for a single second that it had anything to do with how much I loved her, how beautiful I think she is, because it couldn't have been further from the truth. And what started as a conversation that I was super nervous to have ended up being one that I couldn't be more grateful that we did. It just unlocked a whole new level of trust and intimacy. Just be super open, super honest, and it's gonna be an amazing conversation.
Competition for this house is fierce.
Relax. You got a team to help you out. Huddle up. You have a home buying edge. A verified approval from Rocket Mortgage verifies your income, credit, and assets all up front, putting you ahead of a regular pre-approval and letting sellers know you're serious.
Let's do this.
Put it in.
When you need a competitive edge in a crowded market, Rocket can.
That duck is fired up.
When you hear the call of the wild, answer with a pair of Skechers. Waterproof, insulated, all-day comfort. From backwoods to city streets and everywhere in between. When you get outdoors, get into Skechers boots.
It's a huge doubleheader. Sunday on Fox.
After Survivor Series, what's next for Roman Reigns? Which SmackDown superstar will step up and face the Universal Champion? It's an all-new edition of Friday Night SmackDown, live at 8 Eastern on Fox.
The Fort Myers Tip-Off Tournament is presented by Rocket Mortgage. For the personalized game plan on home loans, Rocket can. Seton Hall, 6-0 run. Closest they've been in the second half. And a chance to get closer after Chris Holtman got teed up for arguing with Wally Ritecki. And now free throws for Aiken.
This kid's really had a good second half, too. I think good free thrower, 77% early, but he's like an 80-some-odd free thrower for the year.
And he gets them both. Well, you really feel this thing has shifted in the last 2 minutes.
Pretty much so because of Aiken, too. I think really been forceful with the bounce. And that matchup is key. Of course, Wheeler, with his foul problems, not on the floor. Great defender.
Aiken now has 13, their leading scorer on the season despite coming off the bench. Splits, leans, and rejected by Liddell.
Plenty of time. Oh, rush.
Almost got the bounce. Boy, look at everybody fighting for loose balls.
Plenty of time, didn't have to settle deep.
And this is only the first game. Cal in Florida next on the opening night of the Fort Myers Tip-Off event. And that one taken away. Jameer Harris.
Nice play.
Sotos.
Right, didn't give up on it.
He's played big minutes tonight, Sotos, 12 of them.
Should have got to the other side of the rim on that play.
Arns.
There's a side saddle.
Bang. There is the three, his fifth of the night.
You know the scouting report. Don't bite on the pump fake. Sensational delivery. Arns.
17 points for the senior.
Don't go under.
Oh, that's deep. About 7 feet behind the arc. And stays with Seton Hall.
Boy, you were right. Nothing for free here. And this is when you go to the other side of the rim and lay it in, but not giving up on the play at all. And the ability to draw attention and finish. Well, he is playing both ends of the floor beautifully.
Yeah, people only think of him as a three-point shooter, but you're right. He has played good on that side as well.
And he's been wearing that jersey of Roden, not giving him much space.
Here is Roden. Up top, catch and shoot. Ooh, bad miss that time from Harris. Seton Hall just 4 of 19 from 3, Bill.
They close out on you. That's why they've been forced to put it on the deck.
Meanwhile, the Buckeyes 10 of 19. A big thanks to Orange, who's hit 5 of them. Johnson lost it. Thought they were going to call the travel too.
Me too.
Seton Hall gets it either way. Harris finding Obiagu, and he flushes it.
How about the hesitation by the big fella? Boy, getting those puppies up and down the floor. Number 21 in focus. Are you sure this is November, by the way?
I know, right? This has one of those late February, early March game feels.
Oh, they got him in rotation.
Soto's elbow. Yep.
He's got some game when you watch him in practice. Few minutes he gets. Playing with some confidence.
He's smart with the ball. Hasn't turned the ball over yet this year.
No.
He's got 5 points, Soto's. Driving inside, Roden, nice finish with a left.
And really a good job. He strung out a little word about Obiagu going to the rim.
Roden now with 25, 1 away from his career high.
Well, they left Barnes open. Goodness.
Another break, right?
Maybe just a step too far out for him. Not that he can't make it.
Seton Hall, chance to tie right here.
Bad gamble, really got away with it. Sellout, that far from the goal. Roden should have attacked the rim.
Well, Seton Hall came in 39% from deep, but their struggles from the outside continue. So Soto's trying to get it in. Here's Young.
Got to stay at home. He'll bounce and find or use his hook and a bang.
And got fouled.
Yep. Yetna with the hit. Such a confident kid, isn't he?
And he doesn't lack toughness. He doesn't lack the confidence. Just taking it right at Alexis Yetna.
Yeah, you don't want to get in a fight with this kid, I don't think. You give him 15 rounds and call him for mom.
Playing in his 113th game. He's got the most experience of any Buckeye. You mentioned it, but Chris Holtmann had recruited him at Butler. Chris Holtmann gets a job at Ohio State. He says, I want that kid to come with me, and that's been a good decision.
Both on and off, right? Classroom, he's excelled.
This will put him in double figures. He's got 10.
Now Wheeler back on the floor. If you're Aiken, you got to protect it.
Just 6 turnovers for Seton Hall, speaking of protecting it. And as I say that, Wheeler takes it away.
And that, I think, was Young stepping up to cause the problem. Wheeler finished the deal.
Wheeler's so good with the steals. I mentioned 2-time All Big Ten defensive at Penn State. Now into Liddell.
Power.
That is power. They got Yetna again. He says, what did I do? Media timeout.
We talked about a lot of power. The big fella running the floor. And how about this? The good soft hands. The pump bite. Bang! Big time delivery.
Hi, I'm Shannon Storms-Bedore. When we started selling my health products online, our shipping process was painfully slow. Then we found ShipStation. Now we're shipping out orders 5 times faster. And thanks to ShipStation's discounted rates, we're saving a ton. Honestly, we couldn't do it without ShipStation.
Join over 100,000 online sellers who get ship done with ShipStation. Go to shipstation.com/TV and get 2 months free.
Still looking for that money in your home, Dow?
Yeah, this puppy should finally do the trick.
Well, good luck. We found ours yesterday.
Let me guess, in the attic.
With Rocket Mortgage. We used our home's equity and turned it into cash.
Equity? Yeah, you can do it on your phone.
Check your phone before you wreck your home, Daryl.
That's easy.
When you want to find money in your home, Rocket can.
Oh, that's all good, Daryl. I got a guy.
Lately, it's been hard to know when one day ends and the next one begins. That helps.
Know the feeling on the beaches of Fort Myers and Sanibel.
I was super nervous to have this conversation about experiencing erectile dysfunction. I didn't want her to think for a single second that it had anything to do with how much I loved her, how beautiful I think she is, because it couldn't have been further from the truth. And what started as a conversation that I was super nervous to have ended up being one that I couldn't be more grateful that we did. It just unlocked a whole new level of trust and intimacy. Just be super open, super honest, and it's gonna be an amazing conversation.
Coming up after the game, preseason All-American Kofi Cockburn making his season debut. 12th-ranked Houston on a mission after last year's Final Four run. And we'll preview Game 2 of our Fort Myers tip-off between Cal and Florida. That's after the game. Right now, Brandon and Raph, that's you.
Okay, Mike, Ohio State has led the entire second half, 70-65 as we get down to the good stuff.
Wheeler with the steal here, but I was incorrect earlier. I said Young, but watch what Liddell does to jam this thing up just enough. And now here comes the seize and capture by a guy who's done that for a living. He'd be highly paid if he did that for a living, right?
Well,
nice heads-up play by Liddell to force it.
191 steals for Wheeler during his time at Penn State, and Liddell continues to do his thing with the 24 points tonight.
I like his impact in the low box tonight, too. I'd like to see more of that. We know now he can step out, dependent on matchups, and their understanding of when to take advantage of it will grow as the year progresses.
Last year, Big Ten first team was a finalist for the Naismith and Wooden Awards, averaging over 16 points and 7 rebounds. And the start to this year has been even more sensational.
Would you give it to Karl Malone? I mean, they'd be on that watch, I would think, right? Power forward.
Well, this year he certainly is.
Although the NBA probably be a small forward.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's going to have to do a position change at the next level.
But I think he's got the goods.
He's showing he can shoot it here in the early going.
A nice big trip right now for Seton Hall, I think. Look at Wheeler go over the top.
This is their go-to guy. Roden with 25, now 27, a new career high.
And Arns was right there. Big time delivery.
I mean, there's nothing you can do defensively.
No, absolutely. Offense usually wins out.
Previous career high was 26. Give Roden 27, 5-point game. Here goes Young, down inside, fading.
Too far away. That's not his game. A little closer for that spin delivery.
And against that big 7'2" body of Ike Obiagu. Chance for the Hall to make it a one-possession game. Stop and pop, and they just did. Aiken.
But they don't go away, do they?
Just like in Michigan when they were down 11 and they never gave up and they ended up winning it.
Blows up that screen pretty good, Harris. Ike looming large here.
Liddell against two of them. Missed
Look who gets it.
How about Young?
Just knows the game. Spun under the rim, got in position, and really did a great job seizing the opportunity. But down to this end, this is just great defense and counter. Woo. Just enough, and you can't give him that much room. No show on the ball screen. And Wheeler doing the right thing, going over the top.
Fifth three for Seton Hall. They've struggled from deep, but Aiken gave them one when they needed it to make it a 2-point game. And now,
I don't know what the holdup is.
I was just going to say a little delay before Young shoots the free throws.
Yeah, he's taking advantage, talking to some of his players on the sideline.
But there was no official at the scorer's table.
No.
Young hits the first. Chris Holtmann trying to get this team to a 4-1 start.
This is a different team now than I saw early in the year. I think you'd agree with me.
Absolutely. You mentioned that Akron game where they labored for a 1-point win on the key buzzer beater, but they're looking better.
Oh, nickel dimer. Yep. Oh my goodness. Small change. McCrory's basement.
Third on Arns. But the big thing now is these fouls are all going to result in 2 free throws for Seton Hall.
Clock doesn't move. A lot of things go their way.
Double bonus both ways. And Jackson calmly knocks down the first. Another transfer, Trey Jackson, who came from Missouri a couple of years ago. Detroit native said it was a dream to beat Michigan and had 13 points in that game. He knocks down 2 free throws there. And all of a sudden, partner, this is down to a 1-point ball game.
And extend the floor with some pressure here. Guard time, getting into the right spot, getting over the timeline, making good decisions. So this has been sound.
Giving him 16 big minutes off the bench, Sotos. Liddell.
Look at this move.
Obiagu tried to help, but a foul call.
Just a little premature on the timing, but a nice help by the big guy. Now Liddell, that elbow ISO, just turn and look at this first step and the shoulder, the strength. Nice little timing play. Obiagu. Tedley.
27 now for E.J. Liddell.
They're both teams leaving it out there, aren't they?
Really are.
Just sensational effort.
From the jump, I mean, we had the 5 minutes where the lights went out. Both teams went to the benches, but outside of that, blood, sweat, and tears left on the court tonight in Fort Myers.
I usually only get upset when the lights go out in some establishments, not in the basketball court.
Well, you already found the one tonight by the hotel that's open till 2 a.m. So 75-72, 2 minutes.
Little horn set.
Aiken almost lost his footing and blocked out. It'll stay on this side, 18 to shoot.
And Branham on the floor now. He's guarding Roden. A big matchup for him. And concentration, coming from high school.
Ooh. Yeah, Young was saying, I didn't touch it, went off him. Right underneath there is Roden, kicking it out for the tie. No.
They got a foul on Harris.
Yep.
Soda's doing his job. And that's one thing Ohio State, even though they've given up a lot of offensive rebounds, they've tried to put bodies on people. And right here, Roden very unselfish there. In traffic, good clean look. Can't beat the opportunity. Inside out, very tough to cover. An offensive rebound, kick out, tough to cover.
Got a good look there. Jackson's a good shooter.
Yeah, he is.
So now, Sotos to the line.
You mentioned Jackson. I think it was 50%, 10 of 20 games at Missouri.
Well, even the referees are getting into this one.
Boy, put that kid away for life.
That was Wally Rutecki who teed up Holtmann earlier. Yeah, Sotos gets 1 of 2. Each team 2 timeouts down the stretch, both in the double bonus.
Using Ike to screen here.
Aiken, you talked about his big second half. Here he goes.
Well, he is quick and clever.
But this has been the
refuses.
Roden
on the pass. Boy, he can explode. Can he? Either hand. Deft bounce. Great body control. Great extension.
Now 2 free throws. We mentioned it earlier. So improved at the line from the beginning of his career when he struggled at 57%. He's been there a lot tonight. 9 of 11.
Great thing about him on that particular play, Kevin had everybody high. Ike is out on the top of the key. The corners are spread, and nobody roaming around the rim. Pretty good deployment.
Chris Holtmann brings Wheeler back in for Branham. Both of them good. Give him 29 now. What an opener to this event.
Liddell's got to get a touch on this trip. Look at the mismatch here. He should just roll down to the box.
Here he is, but way away.
Or get a little jump and elevate. Nice help by Ike. Now the mismatch with Young.
Well, Young was calling.
He wanted it. They got to switch back.
Liddell against Obiagu.
Wow.
Look at the board. Young putting his body on the line. It is off of him, though.
Boy, what an effort.
And Seton Hall, who has not led this entire half, gets it back.
Look who's right there on the spot, though. Got to give him a bump here.
Bryce Aiken will set the table, and Kevin Willard wants to use one of those 2 remaining timeouts. We will take it with him. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back to Fort Myers in a moment. Don't go anywhere.
On my travels across the country, I came across this house with water dripping from the ceiling. You never know when something like this will happen. So let the Geico Insurance Agency help you with homeowners insurance and protect yourself from things like fire, theft, or in this case, water damage. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say somewhere upstairs there's a broken pipe.
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance at geico.com.
$50 seconds left. Seton Hall now 1 timeout left. Ohio State 2. Both teams in the double bonus. Kevin Willard taking the timeout here, wants to get his troops in order.
Well, the big thing here, I think, with the dribble drive, you're probably going to go for a 2. No need of the 3, but that's when you do get a 3 with collapsing defense. He's been spreading the corners and covering them with that high ball screen. It's been very effective. And one thing, you got to protect the dribble, particularly with Wheeler. So quick with those puppies.
Well, the go-to guys for Kevin Willard have certainly been Roden and then Aiken the big second half. Let's see if they go to them.
And he's got the mismatch Roden he wants, I think. Amici Johnson, he can elevate over him.
Harris looking to get it in, having some trouble. Here's Roden.
His foot,
yeah.
His foot was on the line.
Yeah, we're right here. He stepped on it.
Just his heel. Ooh, court awareness.
How big was that? They've been so good at protecting the ball. That's just their 8th turnover. Watch the foot.
Yeah, just that.
A break for Ohio State.
A break, but they played great defense to deny it out that far on the floor.
Liddell wants it.
ISO here. Either to take the screen. Well, he's got what he wants here, I think. You got to spread.
Is he going to take him off the bounce? The taller Obiagu. What does he do? He pulls up from 3. No. Follows his own miss. And now Seton Hall gets a steal. Harris, and we're tied. What a play by Jameer Harris.
Boy, jump in the passing lane. Not a good look cross court diagonally.
They've got 2 timeouts. I don't think Chris Holtmann's going to use one. No. Johnson got it! Ice water in his veins. Michi Johnson.
Big time onions. I think they may have their guard. What do you think?
Wow.
He has been sound. How about the effort that these 2 teams have put forth? Just utterly amazing. Here's the read on a very difficult pass, and that was almost an intentional foul, by the way. Of course, flagrant one, they would call it. But Michi and Chris rolling the dice. A little late challenge by a smaller guy. And how about that? Whew.
You said earlier, Michi Johnson playing more confident this year, 5 feet behind the arc there.
How about that? And knowing he had those 3 or 4 inches over Aiken, could plumb bob and deliver. Goodness, and why not rejoice? Woo!
Here's how it sounded. Rattling home. So now Ohio State up 3. Do you think about fouling here if you're Chris Holtmann?
Yeah, I would definitely, before they got a shot, it's probably going to be a back screen or it's going to be a pass to the foul line and just Ike jumping, fill the wings and dump it to either side, something of that sort. The other thing, if you're Ohio State, you don't want the guards to come curling and running where they got a full head of speed and can flip it. But it's one of those things, I think, if before they get into the shot position, I definitely would give it. I mean, we've seen this happen for so long, for so many years.
Seton Hall took that timeout, so they have none left. Yeah, this is the thing over the last 3 years. It's been such a topic of discussion whether you foul up 3, but most coaches seem to think you do.
Yeah, we've seen things happen. The kids have such tremendous range is the other end of this, but the Buckeyes came ready to play, no question about it, but Michi with a big-time delivery.
But you think if you're Kevin Willard, you're trying to get it to the front court in a quick pass to the wing?
I think so. Maybe a back screen and then post right at half court here, turn. You don't have much time, but I think you can turn and either make one pass quickly and a shot.
Ohio State, credit Liddell after that miss, tracking down his own rebound,
Absolutely.
But then he threw it away. What a sequence that was.
Incredible. That would have sealed the game. Of course, now with Michi stepping up for him. I definitely would put somebody on the inbounder, though. Thinking of Grant Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Going way back. Big on the ball.
Leitner.
Yeah, exactly.
One of the most memorable shots in tournament history. So here we go again.
I'm going to put Liddell maybe on the ball. I see him down at this end of the floor. Yep, that big wingspan.
And it's exactly what they'll do. 6'7" with those long arms. And Trey Jackson's going to trigger it here. And now Chris Holtmann is going to use one of his 2 remaining timeouts.
They want to see the setup. They had Samuel at half court, Roden at the top of the key. It was probably going to be a back screen on Roden, Samuel catch, and maybe hit a wing guy on the cut.
If you're Chris Holtmann and you do want to foul, is there anything you can tell your guys other than don't foul them in the act of shooting, which is the obvious?
Yeah, make sure it's on the dribble, if anything, before they even get into that position to go to the goal. This is all about March when you think of this game. These 2 teams, they're both ready and prepared. And this is about guys stepping up and making plays. And Michi certainly was one of those guys. And this will boost his confidence, too. Ready, set, boy. And you can see Aiken slumping shoulders at the end of this thing. See the switch, that little bump got him free?
I got to say, when he caught it, I was like, oh my goodness, he's going to shoot that. But you talk about his progression. Last year, Bill, 21 points in 17 games, rarely played.
He reclassified too, right? He's still a freshman, technically, right?
He had just turned 18, and now you count this with his last 2 games, and he's put together almost 40 points.
And the one thing Ohio State's done, they've deepened their bench this game. I think he's confident now, Chris, in playing certain guys. Now they got Aiken.
So nobody on the ball now.
Yeah, nobody on the ball. They got a free safety in Young at the other end. Here's the back screen.
Jackson can't use a timeout. He's got to get it in. He gets it into Samuel. Oh, off the backboard, no good, and Ohio State wins it. What a ball game.
Phenomenal. Both teams leaving it all out there, Brendan.
And Michi Johnson with a game winner. 79-76, and this is just the first of 2. Let's go to the studio and rejoin Mike Hill.
Wow, what a ball game. Welcome inside our FS1 studios along with Steve Lavin and Jim Jackson. College Basketball Hall of Famer Jim Jackson. I'm Mike Hill. Cal, Florida is coming up next at the Fort Myers tip-off. Until then, plenty of college basketball to cover. We'll be joined by Ohio State coach Chris Holtmann very shortly, who's probably catching his breath right about now. What a game. 79-76. Ohio State had an 11-point lead in the second half. Seton Hall makes this furious run. Comes down to Meechie Johnson hitting a huge shot at the end after Seton Hall had tied the ball game off a turnover.
Yeah, impressive. The confidence on display as he tickles the twine from long distance, late in the game, crunch time performer. E.J. Liddell throughout the game was special. 28 points, 10 of 10 from the foul line. But you need other players to step up. And can't just have one player. You need a group. And collectively, Ohio State gets the big W, 11 of 22 from long distance. Some sharp shooting. And Ohio State really needed this, Jim, because they've got such a rugged schedule. You know, Florida, most likely tomorrow. They still got Kentucky and Duke on the schedule. They need these quad one victories because that's what the selection committee looks at come March. This was a big one.
Well, but, it comes down, we see Meechie's shot, and it goes in, it wins the game. But what other plays contributed to that for Ohio State to have the lead? We were talking about the transition when Seton Hall missed the layup, could have tied it up, but yet Ohio State comes back and hit the big three-point shot. Arns does. So those situations in the game you kind of tend to forget about, but as a coach and as a player, those are big moments because it put Ohio State in a position to be able to have that three-point shot go in by Meechie, to make a difference. So all the little things that happen that don't happen for you throughout the game add up to why either you win the game at the end, a close game like this, or you put yourself in a position like Ohio State to make a big shot.
Still playing without Justice Sueing. The reason they were in this position and won this ball game, though, is the progression of E.J. Liddell, who continues to have a great season. 28 points, 8 of 17 shooting, 2 of 5 from downtown in this ball game. Gave him a big lead early on.
Yeah, Chris Holtmann deploys him well, and I know he's about to join us, so we can ask him a little bit about how he devises these schemes to get E.J. Liddell
and these game-winning shots that they're winning at the end. Chris Holtmann's got some grays in his hair. I know he's happy after this win here. 79-76, the Ohio State head coach joins us right now. And I see you smiling right now, but this is Mike Hill in the studio. Give me your emotions the last